Okay, so our next topic is the asymptotes. So dito sa asymptotes, dalawa lang yung pag-uusapan natin dito. The first one is the vertical asymptotes and the asymptotes, the curves of type 3, no, and type 1 ay usually wala silang asymptote. No? So, nag-e-exist yung asymptotes dun sa may curves of type 2 and type 4 kasi yun yung mga curves na merong numerator and denominator. So, for example, we have here the function of x is equal to x plus 2 over x minus 2 and x plus 4.
So, dito isusulat natin sa ibaba yung mga factors natin. So, for the numerator, you have x plus 2. For the denominator, x minus 2. We have x plus 4. And of course, we will write here the product of the denominator, the x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 4. And the y here is, of course, the numerator divided by the denominator. Ngayon, hahanapin naman natin yung mga numbers na magpapazero sa mga factors natin. So, for this x plus 2 here, magsisero siya sa negative 2. The x minus 2 ay magsisero sa positive 2. The x plus 4 ay magsisero sa negative 4. So, itong x plus 2 ay magsisero sa negative 2, and if we are going to substitute a number greater than the negative 2 ay magkakaroon tayo ng mga positive answers. So, therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng positive sa kanan at negative naman para dito sa kaliwa. Kasi kapag magsasubstitute tayo ng less than negative 2 ay negative siya. This x minus 2 here will be 0 at the positive 2, positive tayo sa kanan, at negative naman tayo sa kaliwa. Si x plus 4 naman ay magsi-0 siya dito sa negative 4, positive sa kanan, at negative naman sa kaliwa. So, what we are going to do here is to multiply this x minus 2 and x plus 4 para makuha natin yung sign natin sa denominator. So, positive times positive is positive. We have here 0, negative, and positive. So, negative ito. And we have here negative, we have 0, and positive. Para makuha natin yung value na itong y, what we are going to do is to divide the numerator by the denominator. So, negative divide positive is negative. And we have here negative divided by 0, that's undefined. Negative and negative, so that's positive. 0 divided by negative is 0. Positive divided by negative is negative. And we have here positive divided by 0, that's undefined. And positive divided by positive is positive. As we can see here, itong mga undefined natin sa x is equal to negative 4 and x is equal to 2, ito yung mga vertical asymptotes natin. Since this negative 4 here is a vertical asymptote, then kung atin siyang igagraph, so we have here this line. This represents the vertical asymptote, and it has an equation of x is equal to negative 4. And this positive 2 here, since undefined siya, ay vertical asymptote din siya. And of course, this is x is equal to 2. And as we can see here, yung nag-0, yung x is equal to negative 2, this represents the x-intercept. Kung pag-uusapan naman natin yung scope, beyond negative 4, that is negative 4 up to the negative infinity, we have the negative values, and in between negative 4 and negative 2, we have the positive value, and negative 2 to positive 2, negative tayo dyan, and beyond the 2, so up to the positive infinity, we have positive values. So, bago natin siya i-plot, what we are going to do is to determine first the horizontal asymptote. So, in order for us to draw the horizontal asymptote, so kailangan natin i-expand itong equation natin. So, for the denominator, that would be x squared. And for the middle term, so that's 4 plus negative 2, so it's positive 2x. And multiply for the last term, negative 2 times 4, that's negative 8. So, ang gagawin natin dito is to divide everything by the highest degree of the exponent, since x squared yung pinakamataas na exponent, so we divide everything by x squared. And then, after this, ay kukunin natin siya ng limit as x approaches infinity. So, that would be 1 over x plus 2 over x squared. And for the denominator, so we will have 1 plus 2 over x minus 8 over x squared. And if we are going to take the limit as x approaches infinity, so the tendency, lahat ng may denominator ay magsisiro, kasi if we are going to recall, a number divided by infinity, that is approaching 0, because infinity is a super large number. So that would mean that these values here ay magsisiro na siya. So, leaving the numerator with 0 and the denominator of 1. So, that would be equal to 0. So, our equation here is y is equal to 0. So, meaning, etong x-axis natin ay yung ating horizontal asymptote. And if we are going to remember na kapag nagpa-plot or nag-trace tayo ng curve natin, ito mga vertical asymptotes natin at saka mga horizontal asymptotes, yung curve natin is approaching, no, dito sa mga asymptotes natin. So, papalapit lang siya ng papalapit, pero never silang didikit. So, aside from the idea that in the horizontal asymptotes, no, na nagkakaroon tayo ng pag-cross at least once, no? So, pero hindi siya paulit-ulit yung pag-cross dito sa horizontal asymptotes. So, for the values of less than negative 4, so as we can see here, negative yung value natin. So, approaching siya sa horizontal at sa vertical asymptotes natin. And for the values in between the negative 4 and the negative 2, no? So, we have the positive value. So, ibig sabihin galing dito sa negative 2, lalapit lang siya ng lalapit dito sa ating vertical asymptote. And as we can see, in between the positive 2 and the negative 2, so negative yung value natin dito. So, we are expecting na yung graph natin ay lalapit lang dito sa vertical asymptote natin na x is equal to 2, no, pababa. Pero alamin muna natin yung value ng ating y-intercept. So, in order to do that, ay magsasubstitute tayo ng 0 sa lahat ng value ng x in order for us to compute for the value of the y-intercept. So, magiging 0 na itong mga x na to. So, we have 2 divided by negative 8. So, that's negative 1/4 or that's negative 0.25. So, dadaan siya sa 0, negative 1/4. So, connect natin yung graph natin. Dire-diretso ito and approaching siya dito sa ating vertical asymptote. So, papalapit ng papalapit pero never siyang muli. And this negative 2 here is our x-intercept. So, kung babalikan natin itong table na ginawa natin kanina, beyond 2, so positive na yung value natin. So, ibig sabihin, doon lang tayo sa taas. So, lalapit lang siya dito sa ating horizontal asymptote at sa vertical asymptote. So, yung graph natin would be like this. So, this is the graph for the equation y is equal to x plus 2 over x minus 2 times x plus 4. So, before we are going to proceed with our next topic, no? So, pag-usapan muna natin yung whole. Itong whole is a special case of discontinuity in the function. So, kailan nagkakaroon ng butas yung function? No? So, let's try this example. So, gagamitin na rin natin itong previous example natin. Dagdagan lang natin ng factors. So, we have x plus 2 over x minus 2 times x plus 4. Pero dito, ang gagawin natin ay maglalagay tayo ng x minus 2 doon sa taas. Kung nakikita natin dito, parehong may x minus 2 yung numerator at saka yung denominator. So, yun yung magki-create ng whole kasi magkakaroon tayo ng value na 0 over 0. So, kung ilalagay natin siya sa table ng mga signs natin, then we would have x plus 2 and x minus 2 as our numerator. Tapos, ilalagay natin yung factor natin na x plus 2 times x minus 2 and x minus 2 and x plus 4 para sa denominator. Tapos, yung product nilang dalawa to represent the denominator. And of course, if we are going to divide the numerator by the denominator, so we would have the value of the y.
No? Kasi ito ay magsisiro siya sa negative 2. And ito ay magsisiro sa positive 2. So, dito, magsisiro siya sa positive 2 din. At ito ay magsisiro siya sa negative 4. So, for the numerator, we have here, so magsisiro siya sa negative 2, positive tayo sa kanan, negative tayo sa kaliwa. And for this, ay magsisiro siya dito, positive sa kanan, and negative siya sa kaliwa. So, for the numerator, what we are going to do is to multiply this, no? We have to multiply this para makuha natin yung numerator natin. So, ito yung numerator natin. We have negative times negative, that's positive. Negative times negative, that's positive. And then we have here 0, we have here negative, we have here 0, and we have here positive. Okay, so for the denominator naman, we have here x minus 2. So si x minus 2 ay magsisiro siya dito sa positive 2. Positive tayo sa kanan and negative tayo sa kaliwa. And for this x plus 4 here ay magsisiro tayo sa negative 4, positive tayo sa kanan, and negative naman tayo sa kaliwa.
For the denominator, ang gagawin lang natin ay i-multiply lang natin itong x minus 2 at saka yung x plus 4. So negative and negative, so that's positive. We have here 0, we have here negative, that is negative, 0, and we have here positive.
Since this is our denominator and this is our numerator, so for the y, we have just to divide the numerator and the denominator. So at ito, yung portion na to. So, we have positive divided by positive is positive. We have here positive divided by 0, that is undefined. We have here positive and negative, so that's negative. We have here positive. I'm sorry, I forgot the 0 here. Kasi may 0 dito, so 0 multiplied by negative, that is 0. So, meaning 0 divided by the negative, that is equal to 0. And for this, we have 0 divided by 0, so that's 0 over 0. So dito nag-i-exist ngayon yung whole sa ating function. And we have here, positive divided by positive is positive. So if we are going to have our graph, here, so yung negative 4 natin is a vertical asymptote. And our negative 2 is the x-intercept. And we have here a whole at x is equal to 2. So, ilip lang muna natin ito. So, for this, kung titingnan natin, i-determine muna natin yung location, no, ng ating horizontal asymptote. As you can see here, our vertical asymptote, no, has the equation of x is equal to negative 4. So, sa previous na example natin, we have our x is equal to 2 as our another vertical asymptote, but it happens here na meron siyang common factor with the numerator. So, magkakaroon ngayon tayo ng 0 over 0. So, in order for us to determine the coordinates of the whole, what we are going to do is to cancel out. No? Ika-cancel out natin yung may kaparehong factor. So, magkakaroon ngayon tayo ng x plus 2 and x over 4 sa denominator. And kung titingnan natin dito, since at x is equal to 2, nandun yung butas. So, we will substitute x is equal to 2. No? So, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 plus 2, that is 4, over 2 plus 4, so that is 6. So, 4 over 6, that is 2/3. No? So, 2/3 is approximately 0.667. No? So, kung titingnan natin dito sa may 2, 0.667, nandoon nag-i-exist yung whole ng function natin. So, if this is equal to 2, so somewhere here ay may butas yung ating function. No? So, kung i-graph natin to, as you can see here, we have positive, no, beyond the negative 4, but nga pala, kailangan muna nating i-determine yung ating horizontal asymptote, no? So for the horizontal asymptote, what we are going to do is to expand our function. So, for the numerator, that is x plus 2 and x minus 2. So, difference of 2 squares, that's x squared minus 4. And for this, so you have x squared here. The 4 plus negative 2 is positive 2. And in here, we have negative 8. So, we are going to divide everything by the highest degree of the exponent, which is x squared. So, dito, we have 1 minus 4 over x squared over, that is 1 minus 2 over x and 8 over x. And we are going to take the limit as x approaches infinity. So, we would have 1, kasi ito ay magsi-0 na, no? 0 na to, 0 na rin to, 0 na rin to, if we are going to take the limit as x approaches infinity. So, we would have 1 divided by 1, so meaning y is equal to 1. And this is the equation of your horizontal asymptote. So, at x is equal to, at y is equal to 1, we have our asymptote there. No? So, ano yung implication nito? Yung implication nito is, aalamin natin kung saan ba yung function natin. No? So, ano yung idea ng asymptote? Sabi nga, the asymptote, yung curve natin is papalapit sa ating asymptote pero never siyang magta-touch, no, aside from the special case nga na sinabi ko doon sa horizontal asymptote, no, na it could touch once, no, for the function. Ngayon, kung titingnan natin, kung ilalagay natin yung graph natin dito sa baba, no, ng ating horizontal asymptote, yung tendency, yung curve natin tatakbo dito papunta sa ilalim. Pero nakikita natin dito na dapat positive yung value natin. So meaning, yung curve natin dyan lies over here. Nasa taas siya. Kasi lalapit siya ng lalapit dito sa vertical asymptote. Tapos lalapit din siya ng lalapit dito sa horizontal asymptote natin. And dito naman, in between the negative 4 and the negative 2, you have your negative. So, nandito siya sa baba. Ibig sabihin, galing dito sa ating x-intercept ay lalapit lang siya ng lalapit ulit dito sa ating vertical asymptotes. Then, we have positive na tayo dyan. So, tatakbo lang yung curve natin and syempre dadaan siya dito sa ating y-axis. So, that is our y-intercept. So, determine muna natin yung y-intercept natin. So, for the y-intercept, no, so, if this is 0, this would be 0. So, 2 over 4, that's 1/2, no? Ang y-intercept natin ay nasa 0, 1/2. So, dun siya dadaan. And then, tatakbo siya doon hanggang pupunta siya doon sa butas, no? So, sa butas, ibig sabihin, discontinuous yung function natin dito sa butas, no? Magja-jump lang yung function natin. Dire-diretso lang yan hanggang sa lalapit na siya ulit, naglalapit dito sa ating horizontal asymptote. So, this is the graph for this function here, the x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2 over x minus 2 times x plus 4. So, this is all about our asymptotes.